Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into an important yet often overlooked aspect of the armed forces of the Philippines' modernization efforts, investing in calamity-resistant facilities. Let's discuss why this is critical for national security, disaster preparedness, and equipment preservation. The Philippines, as we know, is no stranger to typhoons. In just November alone, the country was struck by 4 typhoons, some of which reached the Super Typhoon category. These storms left a trail of destruction, especially in vulnerable regions like Bicol and northern Luzon. Tragically, this isn't a one-off occurrence but a grim reality tied to climate change. Unfortunately, the damage wasn't limited to civilian infrastructure. Several AFP facilities, particularly those of the Philippine Air Force, also sustained severe damage. This included not just the structures, but even the aircraft and equipment housed within them. Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro has strongly advocated for hardening AFP facilities to withstand these extreme weather conditions. During recent budget hearings in both the House of Representatives and the Senate, he emphasized how critical this is. With more powerful storms emerging due to climate change, basic steel and galvanized iron constructions are no longer enough to safeguard AFP assets. To the AFP's credit, there have been some advancements in this area. The Philippine Army has begun constructing earth-covered magazines, reinforced concrete structures that provide greater protection against both natural and man-made threats. The Philippine Air Force has introduced sturdier aircraft hangars for its FAR-50 fighter jets. However, experts believe this is just the beginning. Hardened aircraft shelters, capable of protecting not only fighter jets but also ground missile systems, should be prioritized. These facilities not only shield assets during typhoons but also provide critical protection in the event of armed conflict. Here lies the challenge: budget allocation. The AFP often faces a difficult choice: should they prioritize modern equipment or the facilities to house them? With limited resources, it's a chicken or the egg dilemma, compounded by some policymakers reducing the AFP modernization budget while simultaneously demanding better facilities. The principle of preparing your garage before buying a car is sound, but due to financial constraints, the AFP has often been forced to acquire equipment first and make do with existing infrastructure. This approach has left key assets vulnerable to the elements. Here's why investing in calamity-resistant facilities is not just a military concern, it's a national priority. First, preservation of assets, protecting aircraft, vehicles, and weapon systems ensures that taxpayer investments are not wasted. Second, operational readiness, damage to equipment during typhoons delays missions, including disaster response efforts. Third, disaster preparedness, strengthened AFP facilities can double as evacuation centers or command hubs during calamities. And lastly, climate change adaptation, with more intense storms becoming the norm. Investing in resilient infrastructure is a forward-looking strategy. For the AFP to succeed in this initiative, here's what we believe should happen. First, increased budget allocation. The government must allocate additional funds specifically for facility development under the AFP modernization program. 2. NDS integration into modernization plans. Facility hardening should be treated as a key component of modernization, not a secondary priority. Third, public-private partnerships. Explore collaborations with local and international partners for funding and expertise. And lastly, long-term planning. A phased, multi-year plan to ensure that all critical facilities, air bases, naval docks, and army installations are upgraded to meet modern standards. The AFP's modernization isn't just about acquiring advanced weaponry, it's about creating a robust infrastructure that ensures these assets are protected, operational, and ready when the nation needs them most. Investing in calamity-resistant facilities is not just a necessity, it's a responsibility to the Filipino people. What do you think about this? Should the government make this a top priority? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates on national defense and modernization efforts. See you in the next video.